So I've got good news for you. Now the Canva Pro content planner lets you share your content to Instagram, plus a bunch of other places. You've got the perfect, super easy one-step tool that saves you time and money. That's right, we're talking saving time and money here. So let's get this started. Alrighty, so if you have been around here at all, you know that I am a fan of Canva for lots of reasons, but mostly because it does so many different things for me and it makes it so easy to do these things. And it just got better. And so this is just, I'm going to put it right out there. This is one of the big reasons why I am such a fan of Canva, because they keep making it better. And most of the stuff that they make available is available at the free or the paid level. This thing that I'm talking about in this video is for Canva Pro only. But don't give up, because I may just be able to convince you why it's worth it to pay for Canva Pro. It's really not that much. But it actually, in the right set of circumstances, could end up saving you money. So what are we talking about here? Tonight we're talking about in Canva Pro, they've added a content planner. This has been around for a little while now. Love it. It was a logical extension of what you're doing, right? Because a lot of times that's what I'm using Canva for. I'm going in and I'm building out my social media promotion stuff. I also use it for the title cards, which you just saw. Let me bring that back up again. So that. Okay, I did that in Canva Pro, right? How meta is that, right? I did a Canva Pro. I did a Canva Pro promotion in Canva Pro, right? Since I'm spending so much time in there, the fact that now I can actually schedule the things I'm creating inside of the tool is saving me money, and it's actually saving me time, because I was paying for a different tool, which I no longer need. So now my workflow is idea bounce around in brain, go to Canva, create idea, hopefully make it better than it was in the brain, and then I can save it to repurpose it in other places, but I can right there and then go ahead and schedule it to my social media platform. So I don't have to download it and upload it someplace else. I don't have to change, tools. I don't have another ID and login to remember. I just do it all inside of Canva. And it's not just Instagram. We're going to go through the Instagram process because that's the new thing, but it's actually working in a bunch of different things. For example, where's my list? Oh, come on. I know I had my list here a second ago. This is not the full list, but Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. There's more, but I can't remember them right now. So we'll go with that list. And of course, they're going to keep adding to this list, right? They're going to keep making it better. And I can show you the full list when we get into the demo. So it is all there. So now we're talking about, you're going to go in, you're going to design your stuff, you're going to create your content plan, you're going to post it to social media, and you're not going to have to go in to do this, right? So when you do this inside of their tool, all you have to do is pick the day and time, and it sends it out for you. So it's out of your brain. Like you've done this, it's finished. You don't have to remember. You don't have to go into a tool and remember to hit a button. It's all taken care of for you. It's all automated. Once you tell it what, where, and when, it takes care of the rest of it for you, which is lovely for those of us who do not have a team. Would love a team, don't have a team. The other nice thing is, if you are thinking about it, after the fact, and maybe you decide you want to do a little tweak either in the text for your social media or in the image that you created, you don't have to go and cancel it and all that. You just go in, you pause it, you edit it, and then you unpause it. Huge time saver, because sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes either you get a better idea or the situation changes and you need to tweak the message a little bit so that you don't come off sounding, inappropriate. These are all very good things. Okay, so sorry, I'm just trying to find my notes. There we go. Okay. So the one caveat here is the fact that as of when I'm recording this, because it's early days, users can only, we can only schedule Instagram feed posts on either business or professional accounts. Now the good news is that's who we are, right? We're businesses. So if you have not set your Instagram up as a business or professional account, It's really easy. It's a couple steps. If you need me to go through that in one of the videos here, just let me know. I'm happy to do that for you. But literally, you go into your account and you say, make this a business account, and boom, you're a business account. So that's super easy. And actually, it's probably better for you overall, for reasons like, they treat business accounts different than they treat personal accounts. So we get more features, more options. And they also adjusts you in the algorithm a little bit too, which is a good thing because it gives you a little bit of a push. For those of you who are doubting me on the money thing, if you are using one of the tools like Later or Hootsuite or whatever, I'm going to show you the differences here. This is this one, yes. So, okay, so if you're using Later, which is what I was using, there is a free, if you're doing very minimal stuff, but sorry, I should have remembered to do not disturb that. Okay. That you pretty quickly burn through that, right? And then you end up at least with the $12.50 a month. If you're using Hootsuite, okay, you're paying at least $50 a month. If you're using Agorapulse, there is again a very basic, free one, but very quickly we all end up paying for it, and that's $80 a month. Sprout Social, right, starts off at $99 a month. So this is what I'm talking about when I say this could actually save you money, because even though you'll end up paying for Canva, which is like, I think it's 12 something, it's $13 a month. But if you're not having to pay for these other tools, then it's a wash, right? And some people are using multiple tools because the tool that they're using maybe doesn't do everything they want it to. Well, if Canva does do everything you need it to, then you're saving more money. So this is where the money saving thing comes in. It's very real, and you get a massive bonus as far as all the things that you can do even easier in Canva. And then the other benefit with Canva Pro is that you don't have to worry about, if you want to use an image or a video or whatever, that's all included. Like, you don't have to do the pay for each one that you're using thing at that point. So it's definitely worth it. So let me show you what their content management thing looks like, and we can walk through it. Let me just make sure I hit all of the points here. I think I did. Yes. Okay. So we're going to walk through this, and I actually backed out my stuff, so we're going to do this together from scratch. All right. So, nope, that's not the one I wanted. I want that one and this one. There we go. All the pieces are in place. So, I am going to show it to you in the browser version, but it is exactly the same in the desktop version. And if you are curious, you know what? I can even show you that. In 1 second, I'll start it up. There's precious little difference between the two. It's just, sometimes we like working on a native app. So here we go. This is Canva. This is the desktop tool. I've got it running on my Surface Pro, that's why it doesn't fit quite right. And this is it on the browser. Are you shocked? Right? Really not a big difference here. We're talking a pretty similar situation. Like I said before, at some point I'm sure they will start to do some stuff in the desktop that you can't do anywhere else. But so far I haven't run into any of those. Alrighty, so let's get rocking here. There's a couple of different ways to approach this. We'll just start with one. So first big question would be, do you have the content planner? So if you do, it's over here on the left side. If you don't have it here, that's because you're on your free account and you would need to upgrade. So you can just come in here, and here is your calendar. Now I did back out a lot of stuff, but I will show you. My window's not big enough. Hang on, let me adjust that, because I brought you in here to show you something. I kind of need you to be able to see it. One moment. Where's my desktop capture? And position and zoom. Nope, main and zoom. Okay, hopefully this won't get too jumpy on you, but I just want to show you. Okay, so actually, matter of fact, so some here I can make it really big for you. How about that? What I wanted to show you here is the fact that I've got 3 campaigns scheduled. One was for today, or is going out later today. What time was that? 9:16. Yeah, so that's going out tonight, later. This is the one I did about Periscope. So if you're a Periscope person looking to use Twitter, look on my feeds. But the reason I'm showing you this is because not only does it show you that you've got something scheduled, but if you look down in the right corner here, you'll see the icon for the platform. So it's going to Facebook twice and it's going to Twitter once right now. Obviously, I will do more than that. Okay, so let me bring this back so that I can get it positioned so that you can see all the stuff we're going to play with. I love this tool. This is so awesome. Okay, so that way, just want to get most of the tool on the screen here. That's right, I edit on the fly. Why not? It's easy, it's fun. I've had a little too much caffeine, so my hand is not as steady as I would like in this moment. Okay, so that should work. That's going to give us most of the screen. I think that'll work. So the point here is, this is it. Now, right from here, you can take a look at your schedule and decide that you want to do something. So you can come, and when you hover over, now obviously you can't go back in time. Okay, so that's why nothing happens when I go back in time. But if you go ahead, you get a little plus sign here. Right, which means you can add one. You can also, so just because I've got one here, it doesn't mean that I can't add another, right? So if I want to come here and click, okay, it's going to bring up, it really is, it's going to bring up things from my library. I don't know, you know, every time you do a live demo, this is what happens. I wonder if they're having a problem. Oh well, this normally would have all of my, would have my past art that I have created, and it would let me select one and go. Let's pick one at random and see what happens. Oh, it won't let me select one at one because it's not really loaded. All right, well, you would be able to select it from here and go through the process. The other thing that you can do is you go back to your home, okay, and you go into your designs, and let's see if this loads. Okay, there we go. So let's say that we want to go ahead and we want to promote this show, right? So I would go in here. If I wanted to make any changes, I could. Or I can just come up here and say schedule. Now I want you to notice here that I can also download it. I can send it directly right now to Instagram Business. I can also get a link to share it. I can use it for presentations. There's a lot of things you can do. You can put it on things and print it, you know, but what we're focusing on here is schedule. This is the option that's going to let you add it to your content schedule. So you'll come here, you'll say, okay, we'll do it for tonight. Maybe we'll do it tonight at 10 p.m. Okay, and then next, and then I'm going to choose my destination. Now you'll see I only have Facebook and Twitter in here right now. So the obvious next step is let's connect my Instagram account. So you're going to click on the schedule to, the ad, and you're going to select Instagram. Seriously? Okay, so it's going to be one of those shows. Let me see. It's telling me I have to update my Facebook, but I don't think that's really the case. I think they're having a problem, which, you know, that's how things go when you're trying to do a demo. That's live streaming. You can't let it freak you out. All right, let me see if I can get us back to that point. Okay. I swear I actually had to go and back this out. We can't find anywhere to publish. Please log into your account. Okay, you know what? Maybe that'll help. Because it is making the initial... I broke all the connections I had. So that's probably on me. Okay, so now if I'm logged in, let's try this together. Let's be optimistic. All right, so we're going to reset. So as I was saying, let me refresh the browser. So what I did was I went in and I've logged into Instagram in this browser. And that's not what I'm showing you. I'm showing you this. So this is the one I want to push. Actually, while I'm at that, let me just, because I'm going to need content for this. So let me pull up my notes. And what I'm really doing here is I'm buying time because the connection may take a couple of seconds in the back end to become updated. Okay, so hopefully it's updated now. So we're going to say this. We're going to say schedule. Okay, I picked my day. I'm going to set my time. Okay, you can change, you know, AM and PM. You can select the times. You can just type it in, whatever you prefer. Now I'm going to pick my destination, which doesn't exist. So we're going to try to add it. Oh, sweet. Aha. Okay. Well, this is not going to work as well as I'd hoped. I'll show you how to do it on another platform. It's the same process for Instagram, and after things get fixed, I'll push another video that has that out there. But since you're here and we're hanging out, let me just show you how to do it to one that I'm already connected to. Let's see. Now we're going to need more time. Oh, no, that'll work. Okay, so let's say that we want to push this one to Twitter. So because I already have the connection, it's not having to do that poll. I just have to try this again because this is cracking me up. Yeah, that's too funny. Okay. So you can see once you're connected, you don't run into these problems. I can go to Facebook, I can go to Twitter. I disconnected to Instagram because I wanted to take you through the process. I will do that later so that I can walk you through the process. But since it's unhappy right now, we'll skip that. So I picked Twitter, right? We've already picked the day and time. And if you change your mind on it, you can click here and that'll take you back and you can change your mind about it. So I selected it here. And then in this box, you can go ahead and put whatever text you want to put. And it's got, what's nice, what I love about this is it gives you the countdown. I hate the tools that don't give you the countdown, especially for Twitter, because you're restricted to 280 and it's really easy to run over that. So let's see what happens if I just take it. Actually, let's do the title. Okay, so the title of this show is this, right? And then if I put the YouTube link, that gives us 89 characters. I think I'm just going to leave it at that because this way I've got a little room if I decide later I want to come back. Actually, you know what I can do? I can hashtag. So let's do, well, I always do my brand. So, because a lot of people, that's how they find my content. And then what do we got left? We got a little bit left. Okay, so let's do Canva Content Planner. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now you can say save draft. If for some reason you get distracted or you want to verify something or want to change something, you can save the draft and come back and edit it later. But since we're good to go here, I can just hit schedule post. Okay, so it's showing you that, and now you can make a copy if you wanted to do another one, or you can go to the content planner and see that that option, you know, it's here, it's all scheduled, it's got the little scheduled piece up here. You can save the draft. I could come here and change stuff, like let's say I want to add an exclamation point because that's it. I can save and schedule again. And now if you see, here we'll do it this way, where I had just one in this box before, now I have two, because now I have one going to Facebook and now I have one going to Twitter, about an hour apart. So, you know, while these, you only see one post here, that's because there's only one post going. If you have multiples, it's going to show you the multiples that are going out. And if you want to go in and edit, you just click on it and you can edit it and you can go, yeah, you know, there's too many exclamation points in life. Save and schedule. You can also come in here, and if you do the save draft, you know, if you want to change your mind and go back to it, you can always do that. You can come in here. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. This one. Right, and then maybe I want to fix this. And schedule it, and it's good to go. So it's really super simple. It's really easy. Now let me show you, you know, if you're going to create a new piece of art, right, a new design, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, okay, so see, it's not me. They are having a problem. Your design's going to be loaded, your designs are safe, but we've encountered a problem on our end. Reload this page or try again later. So they're probably doing an update because, as somebody who works in software design, this is how it goes, right? Every time you go to do a training video for work, or you're going to demo something to a client, or you're demoing something to upper management, that's when the folks on the back end decide it's a good time to take the system down and fix things. Now, not that you don't want them to fix things, because you do, but it's never, the timing is never right. So don't worry about it. I will do a video and I will upload it to take you step by step through connecting your Instagram account and doing all this. But while we're here, let's just create a new design. Okay, because we don't necessarily have to do this with old stuff. We can create new, but that just cracks me up. At least we got the error message, right? I give them props for putting an error message up. All right, so let's do an Instagram post. Okay, we're going to start over from scratch. Okay, we got nothing. Let's see. Let's pick a template because, I mean, you can always start from a blank, but hey, I'm a big fan of templates. Let's see. Let's just find a design that kind of pops out at me. You know what? That kind of pops out at me. Okay, so here we are. Now, you know, yes, you could just use this the way it is. You know, it's actually kind of cute. But you know, you want to make things your own, right? You want to change things up a little bit. And also, you know what, to be perfectly frank, while their designs are pretty good, this font is a little wimpy for the background it's on. It kind of gets lost. So we're going to make some changes here. So let's start with the text. The first thing that I don't like is the font. So let's pick a different font. I want something that's going to show up. Let's see. All right, maybe is that too heavy? You know, I mean, I talked about this before. Fonts are kind of a rabbit hole for me because there's so many and they're so cool. Let me just see if there's something a little bit more flexible. Now, the other thing I'm looking for is something with upper and lowercase. A lot of people think that they are being, oh, here, that's good. They think they're being artsy by making it all uppercase. So here's an extra tip for you, you people out there who are listening to me while I'm doing this. When you do things in all uppercase, you're actually reducing comprehension and attention, because the brain has to then identify each individual letter. And actually what happens when you're reading is your brain knows the patterns. So it just scans and identifies the patterns to tell you what it says. With this, it has to stop on each letter and identify it. And while that may sound like, oh, hey, look, they're spending more time, maybe, but they're not retaining the information because it's too much work and we don't have those kinds of attention spans. Okay, so we've got that. So what I'm going to do, because I don't like the all uppercase, is I'm going to click this. So this toggle here, these two letters that I got by clicking on the three dots, that changes it from all uppercase to upper and lowercase. Now, just so you know, if the text had been put in all uppercase, right? So let me do this, right? That it can't change. Okay, it can only adjust it if it was initially put in as upper and lowercase. So you see the difference there? So always put it in upper and lowercase, but we're not going to do any of that. How about it's time to, whoops, see, that's what you don't want to do. Freshen up your right, so something like that. Maybe make it, there we go. And you know what, I think too, because there's a lot going on with the, I mean, the image is very nice behind it, but it's kind of a lot going on, but I do want it in this position. So I think what I will do is I will add a box. Let's try this shape. Like that. And position it back. So what it's done is it's picked up the color that's in here already. But then it's kind of competing from the flower, and I liked the flower. The flower is what caught my eye. So I would come up here, and I think what I would do is, well, there's a couple things. All right, so you could, I'm just picking the color block, not the text block, which I'm having to, there's a technique to that. So you could come in and adjust the transparency, which is a way to go. Right? And that way a little bit more of the flower comes through. But then the color is kind of meh, right? It's kind of muddy looking. So I'm going to just pull it up a little bit so it's easier to grab. So instead, I think what I'm going to do is pick a different color that will work better with the transparency. So if I go like that, and then I go up here and change the transparency, I'm getting the flower coming through, but the words are popping a little more. But that said, I still think, you know, I think the white is part of the problem. So let me, first of all, this is a little bit close there. Let's make that go there. And let's try a different color. That doesn't work. That kind of works. And this is all you do. I think I tell you, the graphic designers you pay, this is what they do. They come in and they go, maybe that, maybe that. I don't know. What do you think? The yellow or the black? I think maybe that works, but maybe the background then needs to be adjusted. So let's try, so if I go with this, ooh, I like that. So I picked black, but I already had it at 50%, so it kind of popped it a little bit. But if I bring that up a little bit, okay, so there we go. So I've got a social media post that I want to go ahead and put out there, right? What did that take? 4 minutes maybe? So now I'm going to come over here. And like this exists, right? This is okay, so now this is a new piece of design that I've created inside of Canva. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to go anywhere. Actually, I'm going to change the title. Actually, motivational sunflower Instagram post kind of works. I'm going to leave that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Instead of sunflower, I'm going to say spring. In case I want to use this again next spring. Or later this spring. Reuse is a good thing, folks. Don't be afraid of it. Not everybody sees it the first time you put it out there. Okay, so I've just whipped this up from nothing. Okay, from a template. And now I'm going to click here. I'm laughing because my stylus just died. Okay, and I'm going to send it to my... Oh, no, see, I just can't let that go, can I? I'm going to send it to my Facebook page. Yeah, let's send it to Facebook. Okay, I'm going to select that account. And I'm going to say, it's time to try something new with your social media. Okay, you don't have to put anything in there because you've already got text in here. You know, I should probably put a link to my URL and all that, but this is just a test. So you can go ahead and put it here. I can also schedule it if I wanted to, right? If I wanted to come down here, I could go ahead and get back to the schedule. But I want to go ahead and push this right now, right? I did this. I was inspired. I felt like doing this. And so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to publish this now. It's going to take a couple of seconds, and then it's going to go ahead and it's going to send it directly to my Facebook feed for my Your Tech Coach account. And that's it. Now, the other cool thing about this is you can do this from your phone. There's actually a Canva app for the phone. There's Mac and there's Android. And so if you're out and about or you're sitting in the parking lot, waiting for the kids' game to finish or whatever, you're waiting for them to bring your groceries out to the car, whatever reason you're sitting in your car waiting, you could actually do something with this, right? You can take a quick picture, put a little text on it, and go ahead and do exactly what you saw me do here, this exactly the same way, and then you will go ahead and you will have your post out there. It's really that easy, and the first time you do it, it might feel a little bit awkward, but I can promise you that the more you do it, the easier it gets and the more fluid you get about it. When you start to pick up little, shortcuts and all that, if you've got things uploaded, you can add those into it, like if you can upload images and all that to your account, that's also part of the free. So it just makes it that much easier. Okay, so really everything is fighting back because now I'm getting CPU overload warnings and I don't know why because it's not doing anything. But that's okay because I've shown you something that hopefully is useful. I am going to remind you that I am going to do the video that this was supposed to be. Once their servers are back up and running again, I will actually do a video and just upload it showing you exactly how to go through and do the to connect your Instagram account to Canva and then go ahead and send your creations there and or schedule them so that you can have them go automatically for you later. But at least I was able to show you using Facebook and Twitter and the different combinations. So just as a quick reminder, you can either just go right into the calendar and click on the plus sign on any one of the days if you want to pick something that already exists, or you can go in, create your art, and then go and select the 3 dots in the corner. It is 3 dots, right? Yes. You can pick 3 dots in the corner once you've created your art, like this, and then you can go ahead and send it there. And like I said, there's a bunch of different things here. Also, and I think I forgot to show you this, but... Oh, it doesn't actually show here. Okay. There is a ton of different things that you can send the content to. I mentioned a couple of them Did I actually, hang on, I might have a screen cap of that. If you want to wait one more second, I can probably show you the list of the current, because I thought about using that as the promo for this, but it was too busy. But for this purpose, this would actually work. So give me one second, and let's see if I did actually save it. Of course not, because that would have been helpful. Oh well. It's been that kind of day. All right, everybody. Well, I thank those of you who have been hanging out and checking this out with me. Keep an eye on the channel and you will get a notification. If you have turned on your notifications, you'll get notified when I put the video up about doing the Canva connection to Instagram and how you can go ahead and schedule your content using Canva there. If you haven't done that, you can just go ahead and click on things and that will happen. Also, if you're curious, you can also join the mailing list because I will send out a notification to those folks as well. Okay? Hey folks, this is live. Stuff happens or doesn't happen. If somebody is updating their servers, that's the way it goes. You just gotta roll with it. I hope you're having a good week, and I will hopefully see you next week here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with a different topic. You're always welcome to come and hang out and ask questions, on topic or not. But, of course, if that's not a convenient time for you, you can always catch the replay. All right? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for going through this with me. It was nice not having to do it alone, and we will talk next week. Bye.